What is up, everybody? Wes back with Auto Mafia Racing, and today I bring you something a little bit different. Now, I'm bringing you another V6. I know. But this one's not a 3.7, this one's a 4.0. This is Bad Wolf. And most of you are on any of the Facebook groups for the 4.0. You guys know this car. So this car is a turbocharged 4-liter. We're gonna put it on the dyno. We changed the fuel injectors, changed some shocks on it, changed the front struts. Got her all on strange components. The owner lives just about 15 minutes away from us, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of this car probably. But today our goal is to see what it runs on the tune that's currently on it, while also monitoring it to make sure it's not gonna blow up while we run it. And then we're going to get tuning it ourselves. So I'll be on the dyno today, getting this thing spun up and dialing through it just to see how much power we can make. The goal, like I said, is probably around 400 horsepower. Will probably be fuel injector limited, but we shall see. But yeah, it's another turbocharged V6, just of a different sort. So this will sound a lot different than what you guys are used to, and it's gonna rev a lot lower, but should be fun. Check it out. Here we go, guys. We can check out the 4.0, the Cologne, the Cologne V6. It's always a weird word to me, it's spelled funny. But yeah, I do like one thing that the 4.0s have, and I have to fully admit it. You can get to all their injectors and all their spark plugs and everything without removing the intake manifold. Why? Because it's a single piece and it's straight up and down in the middle, like a normal stinking intake. It's not all crazy sideways and yeah, leaning over half the motor. Works better this way. But as you can see, we got some meth injection. Hop over. It is a turbo car, but obviously you can't see it because it's hiding down there. So we will peek a little bit at it. But it is an itty bitty, teeny weeny, eeny miny, tiny turbo. It's absolutely minuscule. Tom is over there waiting for me to start singing the freaking teeny weeny bikini song. But it's really small. So not the kind of small turbos we're used to. So we'll get under here and you can see it is very, very tiny. That's my hand. My fist is almost as big as the whole turbo. So, and it is yeah is really all I'm gonna say when it comes to the rest of this and kind of how it's put together and all the welding and everything on it is yeah. So crossing our fingers we can make some good power with this. If we don't, there's a reason why it doesn't make good power. Yeah, that is just absolutely tiny. Everything is beat up on this kit, kind of weird parts and welded funny. If you look over here, right, our exhaust goes into the turbo coming from our crossover pipe like that, goes around, and our dump goes out, but we have another little tiny pipe which is off the wastegate, which is over there, which then runs into the exhaust and basically the stock H pipe. Well, it's not stock, but into the H pipe. So we will, let's make a pass, see what she actually runs. I'm gonna hook it up to the log, the computer, so we know what it's doing, because I didn't tune it yet. So we shall see what it's gonna do, and then I will get my hands in it, and then we'll go from there. So yeah. You guys haven't seen very many of these in our dyno. There's not very many of them turboed out there, so we've done a couple via email, but I'm happy to actually get one on the dyno, even if I don't particularly like the kit whatsoever that's on it, and think it can be done much, much better. Just by judging on how our MPG kits are and how they're made and the room that's up front and in these cars, it could definitely be improved upon. So we might have something coming out for that. But we shall see. I know I asked the group that works with these cars, and there was a couple people interested, but nobody really cared. Nobody wanted to put the money into it because they blow up kind of around like 400, 450 horsepower. They're not 3.7, which we can push to 600. Totally different story. You have to actually build these motors, and again, then the blocks kind of split. So they're not really worth it in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, this one's got money in it. It's got a turbo kit, so we're gonna run it. Let's see what she does. that pull over with. Really short RPM, and we did like 2 to 5,500, and that's where it tapped out. Maxed out at 354 horsepower and 402 foot-pounds of torque. Torque numbers look good. Carried boost all the way up to, yeah, about 53-ish when it cut out. Not bad numbers, 350, I'm sure that's kind of fun. It definitely needs cleaned up. Yeah, I don't like anything that I saw in any of the data whatsoever, so we're gonna get started tuning. I'm gonna clean it all up. We're gonna completely start from scratch and rebuild it from there. We're back with Bad Wolf. That is the 4-liter turbocharged car. Now, we've been playing with this thing on the dyno, having some fun with it, and it's looking pretty good, I will say that. It came in and it was making, well, I think, what we say, 350? I deleted the file on accident. But it was making 350 horsepower and like 400 foot-pounds of torque. Well, it's making a little more than that now. I have it running the exact same amount of boost, same fuel, and she is good. I'm happy with it. So, 418 horsepower, 493 I can't talk. 418 horsepower, 493 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. So, that's on SAE smoothing 1. So we're going to let it cool down for a bit because we've been ripping on it, and then we're gonna make a final hit. All these runs are done in 4th gear. It's got 410 gears, so that will kind of amplify the torque a little bit. But yeah, everything's done with a high load on the dyno to hold back those gears, but she's been cooking pretty good. Like I said, we're letting her cool off a bit, so we're gonna hit it one last time and see just how much horse she can actually push. My goal, I think, we want to break like 450, 455. I don't know, probably 500 foot-pounds of torque though. Yeah, no, we won't hit 450, but maybe 430. 430 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque, 510 foot-pounds of torque will be good. We might hit like 11, 12 PSI on this, but fingers crossed. These are 100% playing with the owner's permission, 100%, with the realm of things that could blow this motor to smithereens, window the block. So we're definitely gonna record on this run because, yeah, if we send a piston to the moon and it goes through my roof, I want you guys to be able to see it at least. So, fingers crossed, let's do it. Alrighty guys, so there you go. What do you think of that? I think it's a dumb V6. It's making just dumb power. 431, 507. Just looks freaking beautiful. We're gonna go do a little road test on it, see how she's feeling. It's a little nice cold air tonight, so she made a little bit of boost, but should be good. Definitely needs to have the water meth kit, make sure it's spraying so this thing is a little bit safer, but she is doing good. This is on 93 octane, roughly 10 pounds of boost, give or take a little bit, and it's running good. So that's it for this one, guys. We're just gonna clean it up, make sure she's good to go, but we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check back in, like, share, and subscribe. We're out.